How many years does a denture last? Hi, my name is Mark Banks, and I want to give you some education around several types of dentures and how long you can expect these to last for. Now, of course, it's not a one model fits all. There are a lot of variations, a lot of factors that determine how long a denture will last you. But let's give you some rough time frames and guidelines. So the first option is full dentures. Now I'm talking about a full upper or a full lower, or even yet full over full, so top and bottom. Now generally speaking, these dentures last anywhere from 6 to 8 years before it's a good idea to get new dentures. Now in saying that, I have seen patients have their full uppers or lowers for 20, 30, 40 years. So there's no one rule fits all, but what I can say is the reason why you want to update your dentures every 6 to 8 years on average is for a few things. You've got to imagine as we get older, things in our body changes. Our bone structure, our gums, our bites, our skin actually falls and gets a bit droopy. And so what happens is the teeth once looked great, they now don't look great, or they're now hidden because the lip has fallen. They now might not be biting together because the jaw position has changed. So there's many different factors. And I guess you could look at it in relation to a car. Yes, you can buy a new car, and yes, you can have it for 20 or 30 years. But is that car going to be up to date? Is it going to be the most comfortable thing to drive? Is it going to do exactly what you need to do? And this is the same with teeth. This is why we want to look at getting new ones every 6 to 8 years on average. Now the second option is partial dentures. Now there's two categories in partials. You've got your metal dentures and your plastic. Now, if we focus on the plastic first, I'm going to give a very rough time frame. I'm going to say anywhere from 5 to 8 years for a plastic denture. Now again, I've had patients who have had these for 15, 20 years, but those dentures have usually broken 5 times, 6 times, very worn, very stained, loose, not fitting, not comfortable. So this is why it's a good idea to update your denture. And when we're talking about metal, well, this is where these ones really excel. It's not uncommon for a metal denture to last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. It depends really on what's happening with the surrounding teeth. So if the other teeth, the natural teeth that is, are remained looked after, they remain healthy, then the denture generally can last you many, many years. You might get the odd break, the odd tooth popping off, but as you know, these things can be fixed usually in about 12 to 24 hours at a denture clinic. Now the good thing about partial dentures is if they need to be added to, it doesn't mean you need a whole new denture. What it means is you just need a modification. Now the process will be you going and see your denture prosthetist. They take a mold, they take the denture off you, and generally they can get the denture back in the same day, or if it's a little bit more work required, such as a metal denture and you might need a weld addition, but this is when the prosthetist might have the denture for anywhere from 1 to 3 days. But overall, it saves you many, many dollars from having to go down the path of a new denture every time you lose a natural tooth. Well, there's a little bit of a guide on how long dentures should last and can you modify them. I hope I've given you some insight, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video. Until then, keep smiling.